Welcome everyone to the Cavern of Cursed Tears for Pirate Borg. I will be using the premium Pirate Borg module for Foundry as well as the Cavern of Cursed Tears module for Foundry available from Limithron and their webpage. Let's do a quick intro of some of our characters. They have played in Buried in the Bahamas, but they have not all played together. So let's start with Captain Bog. And captain is in quotations. Are you actually a ship's captain, or is it just a title?
No, I am certainly a ship's captain. Yes, I have my own dinghy back in port, and I'm a very fine, well-known captain amongst those in the port town, known for my love of the bottle and fervent worship of Neptune.
It's easy to be a captain of a no-masted sailing dinghy when the wind does not matter. It's simply how hard you can row. We also have with us Edgar Black Sr.
Yes, and I don't remember him very well, but looking through his character description, this guy is a lunatic, just so you guys know. So Edgar Black is a politician, or former politician, obviously, because he's been forced here. He never blinks, ever. He's constantly counting things, like your teeth. You know, you might count, like, the rings on your necklace, or just all the time. And he mentions every now and then, almost like muttering, he slaughtered them all like animals.
But do we know what you slaughtered?
He would not elaborate, no.
Now, what is your thing of importance? There's something that you hold very dear. Do you know what that is? I see it on your sheet. It's between never blinks ever and you slaughtered them like animals. It says 14 scars from lashes on your back.
Oh, yeah, that is a weird thing to have as a sentimental importance, but it reminds him of something, I'm sure.
Absolutely. We also have with us Misfit. It's Trulos Misfit Wartare, or Wartare. I'll let you decide how that's pronounced. Tell us a little bit about Misfit.
It's pronounced Misfit. And Misfit is a brute. He is a huge hulking pirate that swings a big brass anchor. And he has an incurable case of scurvy, so he has permanently bleeding gums. He wears a necklace of bones and feathers, and basically he's the hammer, and all he needs is for someone to tell him where the nail is.
Nice. And what about Salty Pete?
Salty Pete is a swashbuckler. He's very loyal and, I guess, obsessive to his captain, Captain Bog. He's also very lazy. And
one thing that's funny is your physical trademark, it says gaunt and frail.
Yeah.
But if we look at your image, you are anything but gaunt and frail. But what is your unfortunate incident? What happened to you in the past?
So the last crew I was in was killed by the undead, and they let me live on purpose for a reason that is unknown to me.
Now, this actually happened before Buried in the Bahamas, but then at the beginning of Buried in the Bahamas, most of your crew was killed again by the undead.
Yeah.
And you only survived because of another pirate, that Fluff Bucket, that was set to join us tonight but was not able. She missed the port of call. So Fluff Bucket will not be with us, but she brought you back from near death to rescue you. Again, for what purpose, we do not know. And last but certainly not least, we have Reginald, the gentleman Thornbush.
Yes, Reginald is a pirate who, carries himself as a gentleman, and any speak of his background as a farmer and just wanted to leave his farm. He was a gentleman. He has a peg leg, which he will tell you that it got torn off with a cannonball, but not really just falling off the ship.
Nice. But that's not heroic, Now, what is your unfortunate incident? What's something in your past that haunts you still?
I have a close relative that has become my greatest enemy, and that is because he spread word that I'm a farmer.
Well, we simply cannot have that. Cannot have
No.
you to be a farmer. Well, where we find ourselves in an old, run-down and dilapidated tavern. The best sorts of taverns, where the ale is cheap, the wenches are loose, and the rumors run like blood. Clagworth, an old sailor, begins to speak, weaving a sad tale of two captains, deeply in love. They hid their treasure deep in a cave, but only one of them emerged alive, soaked in blood and tears. They wept for weeks, vowing never to return to that accursed place, or speak of what happened inside. Nicknamed the cave was nicknamed the Cavern of Cursed Tears. He knows where the entrance is. Now, it is said that we are not the only group to hear this rumor, and Clagworth tells us, oh yes, Sir Edmund Barrington, an old, amoral, pernicious Oxford scholar and Royal Society fellow, blacklisted for unorthodox studies. He has an interest in the occult and sorcery. It is said that an ancient codex has led him to this Cavern of Cursed Tears. He takes with him Abigail West, bright, well-mannered, and curious, a student of history and medicine. She is Barrington's assistant. And going with them is Captain Silverkey, a laid-back, experienced, and charismatic pirate. He's only there to get paid, and he will quit if the status quo turns unfavorable. He is named for a key that he wears as a necklace, and the crew is said to know what it unlocks, but he tells no one else. They're likely to have other pirates with them, for this is pirate work, going after this treasure. If you can reach the treasure before Sir Edmund, why, you can claim it for your own. However, it is said that the cavern is cursed. That's why they call it the Cavern of Cursed Tears. Are you brave enough to venture into the jungle, to find the sinkhole, and find your way in?
I heard gold. That's all I need to know. Where do we go?
Well, I can draw you a map. He actually picks his nose and gets a great big bogey on there. Begins to sketch on the old worn table with his bogey finger a map of a jungle area, a formation of rocks that you must pass by, a trail, a waterfall, and then you find this sinkhole. And he says, if you descend down into the sinkhole, you'll find that cavern. But beware. If you do not get there before Sir Edmund Barrington, well, he'll claim the treasure for himself. But if you arrive a little too late, they say dead men tell no tales, and he may put an end to you, so I advise you to make haste. Now, who's going to buy me another round of drinks?
Reginald will.
Reginald, give me a roll. This is going to be presence. So on your character sheet, now with Pirate Borg, if we need a little refresher, you're going to roll a 20-sided die, and you'll add your modifier to it, and typically you want to beat a 12. In this case, you only need to beat an 8. So roll presence for me. Yeah, if your muskets aren't loaded, feel free to reload your muskets. Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Of course I'll buy you a drink.
Ah, you saw that my pint was empty. Very good, very good. Come, I'll let you in on a little secret. It is said that there was once a crocodile, now some sort of necrotic monster that has grown massive from a stomach that cannot digest the thousands of bones inside it. He feasts on bones, animals that fall into the caves, and explorers. He is named for a sound he makes when he eats. Chon, 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 they call him. It's easy to remember, for it's the same word 3 times. Chon, chon, chon. Or chon, 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 however you want to pronounce it. It is said he lairs deep within that cavern. So be on your guard for chon, chon, chon. Now, If you've not left by the time I finish this ale, I don't think you'll make it in time. And he begins to drink heartily from the pint.
Aye, my dinghy is the swiftest dinghy in these here waters, and it'll get us there in time, I'm sure of it.
Well, Captain Bog, give me a spirit roll as you try to rally the spirits of everyone around you. You need to beat an 8 for this because the object is gold. Oh, easily done. The object is gold, and talking about, maybe we can save on our boot leather by taking this dinghy might save us some time. How you're going to take it through the middle of a jungle, I don't know. But perhaps to get to the jungle would be a good idea.
Aye, that doesn't matter right now. We'll worry about that when we get there.
Well, let's jump. Let me just grab my notes here. Perfect. All right. So, you travel by dinghy across a rather stormy sea. Now, the 5 of you are packed into this dinghy that there's scarcely room for anyone in there, along with any supplies that you may have brought. But you have high spirits, due in large part to Captain Bog, who talks about what all captains would know about burying treasure, where to put it. He thinks perhaps a sinkhole in a cavern seems like a logical place. You don't have to dig at all. The hole's already there. You just put the treasure in the hole. And maybe this rumor of Chon 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 is simply that, something to keep away the curious. Captain Bog, do you believe that Chon 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 is real?
I think he be very real, but I know that Neptune will guide us, and he will bless my blade that I might slay any beast that gets in the way of me treasure.
Now, Sir Edmund Black, what about you? Are you as likely to believe in these rumors as being true, or do you think that it might be simply a tale to ward off the curious?
I think if anybody looks at him when he hears Chon Chon Chon, I think he kind of like cringes a little, and beyond believing in it, the uneven nature of its name really grinds Edgar's gears.
Give me a spirit test to see if how you respond to. Oh, nice! You guys are rocking the rolls. Yeah. Exactly as you say, hearing that thing and its very name, which sounds like something chewing or chomping, it instills you with emotion, and you carry that emotion all the way with you into the jungle. Now the heat is oppressive, the bugs and other insects are biting, but soon you find the sinkhole, and it's quite marvelous indeed. It's roughly 20 feet across. It opens into a network of caves. Vines and ivy hang from the edges. Peering down, you see a little bit of water, but you see stones and sharp stalagmites protruding up from the cave floor. It's roughly 100 feet down. Now, you do have rope. You have other, you would take the essential gears for exploring. It's assumed that you have rope. You still have to get down, and that's going to perhaps prove difficult. It is slick with moisture and with the moss and other bits of foliage on there, but how do you get down into the sinkhole? That's the main question. Does anyone have an idea or want to start?
Do we know what's at the bottom of the sinkhole? Is it water or?
Well, peering down, there's a little water, but mostly there are some rocks, and you see a few sharp rocks pointing up. Kind of the stalagmites, the little, as the limestone drips down, it makes stalactites that hang down and stalagmites that point up. So there's some sharp pointy rocks poking up, so you definitely don't want to fall.
Can I use my arcane ritual to ask Neptune 3 questions?
Yeah, let me pull up your arcane ritual. So you have, is it divination?
Aye, that be the one.
Let me take a look at it. So yeah, you can ask the spirits or gods 3 yes or no questions. And let me just look. Yeah, go ahead and roll that to Ooh. Okay, it was with a -1. That's a mishap. So go ahead and click on the roll mishaps. Ooh, the clouds darken, the winds pick up, and the temperature drops 40 degrees. A thunderstorm moves in. You have angered Neptune, clearly. And as you ask this of Neptune, you realize that Neptune's answer is not one that you want to hear. Now, when you use a relic or a ritual, you cannot use that ritual again until dawn. And so yeah, did not work at all for you. But now it seems that staying up here seems just as dangerous as asking Neptune. Clearly, he does not favor you at this time.
No, it just be that he be telling us the rum is down there in the cavern, and he wishes for us to venture forth quickly.
Why else would he bring clouds? So how do you interpret this sign to your fellows? You know that I should be able to ask questions, but oh no, here comes a cold front and a storm and lightning. As the captain of the dinghy, how do you present this to the group?
Well, it would appear that Neptune wishes for us to venture into this sinkhole. It seems he's trying to encourage us to leave the surface behind.
Salty, how do you want to get down there?
Well, how far do the vines go down?
They go down about halfway. So you could not climb them all the way down. You could climb down as far as the vines would take you and then jump and try your luck in that water.
Or we could always, if anyone has a rope, we could tie it to something nearby and...
There are plenty of trees nearby. You could tie it to a tree and dangle some rope down. And you would have enough rope, 2 lengths of 50 feet would essentially reach you down to the bottom. You could lash them together. And any sailor worth his salt would know how to tie a knot. So you don't even need to roll for that. So is that what Salty would do?
Sure.
You lash a rope to a tree and throw it down. Do you trust your knots?
Of course I do. I'm a seasoned sailor.
Then you're the first one down?
I suppose so.
To climb down will require a strength test. You need to beat a 12.
Oh.
Now, you have a choice. You can take the 8. You can spend Devil's Luck. And Devil's Luck can do one of a couple of different things for you. It can turn any fumble or critical, either for or against you. It can cancel that. It can negate it. Devil's Luck can also be used to do like maximum damage. In this case, you can get a re-roll, or you can reduce the difficulty of what you're trying to do by 4, which would make it a difficulty 8, and you rolled an 8. So if you want to spend a Devil's Luck, you can, and this would be a success. Or you can just fall.
I guess I'll spend a Devil's Luck.
Alright, so on
I
your
don't want
character
to die
sheet,
this early into the game.
do you see where the Devil's Luck is at the top
Yeah,
of your
I
sheet?
got it.
Perfect. So you make your way to the bottom. Describe for me, narrate for me, how does this descent go, and where does the Devil's Luck come into play?
Well, Salty ties his rope up with the strongest knot he knows and begins to descend down, kind of, I guess, using the, I don't know if there's walls, using the walls of the hole to kind of ease him along the way, and then the dirt of the walls loosens and he slips a bit, but manages to catch himself and descends the rest of the way into the sinkhole.
Lovely. The rest of you watching this happen, you observe as Salty makes the descent. Who goes next?
Misfit will go.
Perfect. Misfit, that is a strength roll. Need to beat a 12.
All right. He is going to wrap the rope around the haft of his anchor as somewhat of a break, and
Ooh.
he's just leaping off the side.
And slow his descent with the anchor.
Yep.
Yeah, you hear the bzzz as the rope quickly frictions against that brass anchor, heating up the anchor so it warms your hands nicely after that cold front came in. But you reach the bottom in a quick fashion, and you're down there with Salty. Does Salty look impressed by that maneuver?
I think he would be impressed, yeah.
Who descends next?
Reginald will descend.
Excellent, Reginald. That's a strength test.
Yes, I'm very strong from counting my vast fortune. It's very heavy.
All that
Not from
gold.
farm work.
Ah, nice. Excellent. Oh, you easily get down. You reach the bottom, your peg leg clacking on some of the stones. You look up, Edgar Black and Captain Bog stare down at you. Who's next?
I think at this point Edgar's looking a little sheepish, but I think he'd probably go.
You
seeing
could
everybody else
climb.
be successful.
You could climb on Captain Bog's back, and it would just make his test a little harder, but then you wouldn't have to roll.
That's a fun idea, but that's cruel. Yeah. Yeah. I think Edgar will do his best. He's more of an agility guy, so we'll see. Oh.
Oh, you got it. And Captain Bog. Nice. You all make it down to the bottom. And fortunately, you remembered that the rope is still hanging down, so you have a way to get out of here. Now, let me take us to the main map. Give me one moment. And let me preload this. Perfect. Now, it is relatively dark down here. You can see a little bit. There's a little bit of light showing you what is nearby, but you will need to light a torch. If you want to do light on yourself, if you have a light source with you, if you right-click your token, there's going to be a little flame icon on the upper left. If you click on that, it will turn on a little light around you. You'll be able to see a little bit better. Now, from down here at the landing, there are thousands of bones that litter the floor. Bats the size of vultures hang from the ceiling. The smell of ammonia and rot from piles of bat guano burns your nostrils.
It seems bad if we would wake those bats.
Now, there is, over here on this side, there is water. It descends down into water, and it's a cenote. This is an underground, essentially underground pool of water. You could possibly take the water route and swim and see where it gets you, or you could take the land route. There are many paths.
The water route sounds better than dealing with a bunch of large bats. Although there's the unknown of what's in the water. Do we see anything?
As you peer, the water seems very still. There's a little bit of reflection from the sunlight filtering down in the cenote, but you don't notice anything. Make a presence roll for me to see if you can spot anything down in those murky depths. You do see a few things. You see, as you let your eyes adjust to the darkness, there are bits of treasure down at the bottom. It's probably down about maybe 20 or 30 feet. But yeah, there's something shiny down there. It looks like maybe a necklace and some sort of jug. Someone has left something here. Surely this couldn't be the treasure left by those pirate captains. But there is something down there.
Well, it's always good to add to your fortune. I'll dive down and get it.
Nice. To dive down, when you hit the water, there's a little bit of current, so you will need to make a roll. And this will be an agility roll as you dive down to see what you can retrieve.
Okay.
Oh, it was almost a 20. Okay. I'm going to move you into the water. When you hit the water, the current begins to drag you towards what must be a tunnel that possibly leads out to sea. Now, Captain Bog, you see the gentleman hit the water, descend down, and quickly get pushed by that current towards the sea. Now, the gentleman is unable to reach the bottom as yet, but you can see him struggling to get there.
This not be good. Salty, there aren't crocodiles in this water, are there?
Well, I wouldn't know, Captain.
Well, you did hear about someone, what was the name? Oh yeah, Chon Chon Chon. There is Chon Chon
Well,
Chon.
maybe if we're
Rumored
lucky,
to be
he's
in this
eaten all the smaller crocodiles, and we'll only have to deal with him.
Oi, Fancy Pants, where are you going? We should have tied a rope to him.
Well, you could, the Misfit, you could throw him your anchor, and that might help him float back to us.
Do you tie a
I can
rope to
try.
it?
I can try.
Yeah. Do you have a rope tied to that anchor, or are you just tossing your anchor over the side?
I will tie a rope to it real quick.
To hit him with any sort of ranged attack, it's a presence roll. Give me a presence roll as you toss your anchor towards the gentleman. Okay, you can spend Devil's Luck, and you can re-roll that. Or you can deal with the failed roll.
I should have stretched.
Do you spend Devil's Luck on that?
I think it's a bit too early for that.
The anchor lands near the gentleman, nearly hitting him in the head. And Reginald, you see this anchor crash down in front of you. You're going to have to make some sort of move against the current to reach it. That's going to be a strength roll as you swim heartily towards that anchor. Otherwise, you can let the current continue to carry you.
I'm going to swim as hard as I can towards that anchor.
Perfect. Give me that strength roll. Oh! You managed to grab the anchor. Now, you're on the bottom with the anchor. You can see what's down here. You can see the shiny objects. There's a jade necklace, and there's also an obsidian dagger and a small drinking vessel. It looked like a jug from up top, but it's actually a chalice made of gold. These things are worth a small fortune, probably 300 or 400 pieces of silver, all told.
Okay, I'll pick them all up. And try to get back to the surface.
So, Misfit, you see that the gentleman has a hold of the anchor. He also has an armload of stuff. To pull him up would be a strength roll. If someone helps you, you could have advantage on that roll.
Grab the line, matey.
Aye, I'll help you haul him in, Misfit.
And that's strength.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't add anything to the roll.
You can roll it again. That'll give you your advantage. We'll take the 10. The 10 is not going to be quite enough to get him up this round. You can spend Devil's Luck. Otherwise, Reginald, you're going to have to make a toughness roll, or you may lose some hit points as you've been holding your breath for quite some time.
Okay.
I'll spend the devil's luck.
Then that will be sufficient to pull you up. You get up to the top. Now you've got enough loot here worth about 450 silver. If we want to divide that evenly, that'd be 90 silver each. If you want to note that on your character sheets, you can. I think it's under equipment. Yes, equipment. Then at the very top, it'll have silver. You can add 90 to that. Now you did notice when you were down there, Reginald, the water continues on to the north for quite some distance. It goes against the current, but you could continue to swim in the water for presumably quite some distance.
Yes, it might be better to swim in this, even though it's against the current, than to, go into, wake up these bats.
Let me have Captain Bog give me a presence roll. Oh, okay. With a critical success on this, rolled a natural 20. You see shapes in the water that Misfit did not notice. In fact, they seem to have been alerted to the water by his presence. These are fish, and they look to be about the size of a small saucer. Not large, maybe 6 inches from nose to tip of the tail. But these are, you recognize the shape, these are piranha. They would be attracted to movement and to blood. But you notice their eyes are cloudy and white. They cannot see. They live in a cave. They have no need for eyes. It's simply their sense of smell. If they smell blood, they may attack. So the water is not without dangers as well. But as of yet, none of you are bleeding. So that's likely why they left Reginald alone.
Well, it would appear that we're not alone down here. There seem to be a school of piranhas in the water there, and we'll have to watch ourselves if we do choose to swim.
Swimming with an anchor isn't very conducive.
No.
Well, I know that back when I was learning to be a captain, one of the best things you can do is split the party. Some of us could go on the land and some of us in the water. Nothing ever goes wrong that way.
Well, I think that we should we could possibly get by the bats if we stuck along the cave wall and turned out the lantern or the torch.
Aye, I think that'd be a good plan, as long as we keep our wits about us.
Well, you're welcome to begin moving. And Captain Bog, give me another roll. This is going to be a spirit roll. These bodies, these bones, there's something about them. The more you look at them, the more you're certain that these are not only humans, but they're signs of religious ceremony. Perhaps these have been slain and thrown down here as some sort of offering.
Can I poke around a bit?
Sure.
See what I see? Would that be presence?
That would be presence. As you're poking around, you don't see any signs of treasure, but you do hear the telltale flapping of wings as 3 of these raptor bats alight from the ceiling and slowly descend towards you. And they seem to be echolocating amongst themselves, and they begin to circle and drift towards Edgar Black as they move down. What do you all do? Edgar, you can tell these things kind of have an interest in you.
Yeah, and you can see him get annoyed as he realizes there's 3 of them.
Let's go into a little combat, little initiative order. If you go to on the right hand side, there's the 2 crossed swords. You can roll initiative. Nice. All right, Misfit, you get to act first.
I got your back, Black. And I'm gonna crank up my brass anchor and swing it up into the air.
Nice. That is a miss.
Missed.
Narrowly a miss. You can spend a devil's luck to make that a success.
No.
Okay. Let's go to next is Edgar Black. These bats are definitely swooping around you, getting closer and closer.
So does the DR from my feet, is that automatic? I don't have to apply
I
that?
don't think so. I think you have to apply it. That is your. Let's see.
It's ostentatious fencer, I think.
If you click
One of them.
If you click use, so if not, when you go to roll it, if it says DR12, change that to DR10 when you go to roll it. Once you've targeted the raptor bat, it will calculate that, but it probably won't do that automatically.
So it actually it was at
Oh, did
10.
it? Oh, nice.
Ended.
Oh, and you get a critical. Okay, so that's going to do double damage, and that's going to reduce its armor protection. Can you click on the roll damage button? And I think it has plus
I can.
1 as well. Doubled is 10. And that guy is... how do you take him out? He's definitely dead.
Yeah, you see Edgar's counting them as he sees them, and then when he gets to 3, he just scowls and then whips out his rapier and then skewers it. He says 2 is better.
Yeah, odd numbers never work. The gentleman.
Yeah, I'm going to move up into the fray here and try and get around the back of these bats and take a stab at them with my bayonet.
Excellent. Do you remember how to target? If you hover over the token and push T, it should target them. You should see a little reticle, or sometimes it's 4 little triangle or diamonds in the corners. Excellent. Go ahead and click on roll damage. And that bat, that bat it's not dead, it's unconscious. It falls to the ground, bleeding out, but not completely dead as of yet. As you swipe it out of the air. Its fellow will now take a turn. And Edgar, this is going to go after you. So I need you to target this raptor bat. And then on your character, you're going to roll defend. So in Pirate Borg, the enemies never attack. You simply... Well, they attack, they don't roll. You roll to defend yourself. And you succeed. You manage to dodge. Salty.
I will try to spear them with my knives.
Do you get up close, or are you throwing your knives?
Oh yeah. I'll try to get as close as I can.
And you can move like 30 feet. So that was 15. You still have... I guess that was 20. You still have like 2 more squares of movement, I think.
There.
Yeah, you can move right up to there. Now you have knife knave. Yeah, so if you make sure that you adjust that down to a DR 10. And if the first attack hits, the second one is automatic. Go ahead and roll. Oh, that one does not hit. So now go ahead and roll another attack. That one will hit. Roll damage. Nice. And that one is also brought down. It's dying. It's not completely dead, but it is dying. Captain Bog, it's your turn. Nice. Roll damage. As you spear that one with your bayonet, it is dead, stuck on the end of your bayonet. We go to the next round. Misfit, you're up. There is one that is dying on the ground. If it can get back to its feet this next round, it may still attack.
We'll crush it.
You just need to be
Maybe.
at 8 to hit this one, since it's on the ground. Oh, okay. Roll damage. Yeah, you absolutely crushed that bat. In fact, describe for me how you end the bat menace for now.
The second that the anchor comes down on it, I just repeatedly smash it 5 times
Nice.
and turn it to a little puddle.
Yeah, there is pulped bat down amongst those bones. And you see that where those bats seem to come from was a cave. Over here, there's a small pathway that leads up into a cave. Seems like some of these bats may have come from there. Or you can continue to explore on ahead.
Does
Let's
it
go
look
take
like
a
there's any? Yes. Does it look like there's any bats still in that little cavern?
Yeah, so it's about 60 feet up. It's a kind of a steep climb, but it's definitely doable. There's a crack there in the wall that leads up, and there are the smell is strong. There's definitely some bats up here. You can hear the soft little squeaks of those bats. But as you get a little bit closer, there is definitely a few other things here. You can see bones, but then you see something shiny over here.
Gold.
Well, the gold be worth the danger.
Does anyone head into there?
Absolutely.
It's always great to add to your fortune.
As you get about there, you see that there are 4, if I can drag them down, 4, oh, come on. Let me get them visible here. There are 4 bats. Oh, come on. Okay, these don't want to move down. This way. There we go. There's 4 bats in here. And let me get rid of that one. And you can see that there are some little batlings, for lack of a better term, baby bats. This is some sort of nursery in here, and these bats are squawking quite excitedly in this nursery. But there is definitely something shiny in here. It looks like a box plated with gold.
Well, we should take the treasure that we came for.
In that case, the bats will defend their nursery. Go ahead and you can roll initiative. Misfit, you are up first again.
All right. Not much room to swing my anchor, but I can crush them down. Yay, violence!
Oh, yeah, you absolutely pulp that that bat. And Salty, you are up next.
I'll go the same way. Try to spear the bats.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice, roll damage. So then your second one will automatically hit. You can target another bat because that one is down.
Cool.
Oh, just narrowly made it. Roll damage. How do you take out that bat?
Nice. I think being closer to the entrance of this cave, I take out both these knives and fling them through the air, and it hits. One knife hits, the next knife hits. They both go down.
Nice. The gentleman, your turn. There is one more mother bat and several little babies in here, little bat pups.
Okay, I'm going to run up on this mother bat here and say, yelling, "Be gone, you foul beast!" And of course, it looks interesting because I have a peg leg and I'm trying to run.
You're hobbling.
And I will stab at it with my bayonet.
Nice. And roll damage. Not quite enough to take it out, but it's close. Edgar Black. You can spend a devil's luck to make that an automatic success, or you can take the miss.
I'll just let that be a miss. It is probably pretty hard to stab a rat or a bat with a rapier.
Right. Captain Bog. Oh, okay. Your weapon will break or is lost. You can also spend a devil's luck to negate the result of a fumble so that your weapon is not broken or lost.
Oh no, I think I rammed my bayonet into a rock and it shatters. It was a crummy bayonet anyway.
Indeed. I'm going to go ahead and remove your bayonet. And the bat. And I'm going to roll to see who the bat goes after. 1 is Bog, 2 is two is the gentleman, 3 is Edgar Black, 4 is the misfit, and 5 is Salty. Oops. It goes after 3, which is Edgar Black. These bats do not like you. Make a defend roll against that bat, Edgar.
Ooh,
That
close.
is a success. Let's go to the next round. Misfit, you're up. No, you can spend Devil's Luck, otherwise it's Salty's turn.
I'll let it go.
Go for it,
But
Salty. Oh, go ahead.
I will blame Edgar for that. As my idiosyncrasy, I blame everyone else for everything. Way to go, Edgar! You made me miss.
Go ahead, Salty. Alright, roll damage. You just need to do 1 point of damage.
Nice.
And you take out the bat. How do you end that mother bat's life as she just is defending her children?
I think I go and pull one of my knives out of the already dead bats. I wipe off the blood and insides, and I do the same thing to this mother bat.
Nice. Let's look at the treasure here. There is the gold-plated box that is filled with gold coins. Let me roll to see how many gold coins there are. There are 8 gold coins. Each one is worth 10 silver. So 180 silver worth of treasure here. We divide that up by 5. That's what, 36? Something like that.
Captain Bog be notoriously bad at math.
I don't know that I did that correctly either, but 36 sounds good. Actually, I think it's just 30. And now what about these bat pups? What do you do with them? 4 little hungry mouths to feed.
Well, I don't think we could do anything for them.
Do you leave them here to starve?
Oh.
I would at least like to take one. It can be like a parrot, but a little bit different.
And full of rabies.
Nothing like the rabies.
You take a bat and perch it up on your shoulder.
It'll learn to talk in time. It'll be a good little companion.
It nuzzles up into your beard, a nice warm place, and you now have a little bat companion on your shoulder. It matches with your dinghy. It's not quite what a normal pirate would have, but that's fine with you. What about the other 3? Do you leave them here hoping that another bat may come and take care of them?
Hey, they can eat their mothers.
Nice.
Misfits out.
Misfits out. They're flying rats. Let them take care of themselves. Now, Captain Bog and Misfit, you can see up ahead, up here, there looks to be a mudslide. The ground changes from stone to dark brown sludgy mud. You see a dead boar that rots near a jar half buried in the mud. These jars, looks like there's several of them, are decoratively painted. The mud will reduce your movement. If you need to make a quick getaway, we'll get to that, but otherwise it's slow going through the mud.
Is there any way for us to check if there's anything rigged to trap us?
Give me a presence roll. It looks perfectly safe.
Well, looks good. Let's go.
I'm gonna go examine this jar.
So that jar is empty, but that boar looks like it's been pierced by 3 small arrows. Now, Misfit, you're next to another jar. It likewise looks empty. But there are some chests over there by Captain Bog. And that one looks, that jar there, Captain Bog, there may be something in there. Make a presence roll.
Aye, does it have any runes or symbols on it that might be read?
Nothing that can be read, but there's painted skulls on it. Now, Captain Bog, as you get down close to it, you hear a clicking sound, and arrows fly out from the wall. Give me an agility roll to dodge this. You need to beat a 16. You can spend a devil's luck to re-roll, otherwise you will be pierced by some arrows. Much like that boar.
Aye, it wouldn't be the first time.
You will take 1d6 points of damage. And let me see if you have armor. 4, and you do not have armor, so you're going to take 4 hit points worth of damage. But
It merely tickled, hardly hurt at all.
But there is something inside that jar. It has some obsidian arrowheads. There's 4 of them. They'd be worth about 10 silver each. Now, only you see this. Do you pocket this, or do you share it with the others?
No, we can share the treasure.
That is 40. That's about 7 silver each.
Aye, a well-paid crew is a happy crew.
Now these chests, they are unlocked, and some of them are partially open, and they have been ransacked of anything that might have been in there. This could be the pirate's treasure, but this is just barely in this cave. It's likely they would have gotten a little further in, but perhaps someone has beat you here.
I'll check this.
Give me a presence roll on that one as well.
This one.
As Captain Bog backs up. Yeah, make an agility roll as arrows fly in towards you as well. Need to beat a 16. Do you want to spend Devil's Luck to re-roll that?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure will.
Go ahead and re-roll. It was... Oh, you rolled presence. Roll agility.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot better, too.
Yeah, you get a +3 on that.
Still not good enough.
Still not
Damn it.
enough. So you will take some damage. I think you have some armor. Nope, you do not. So yeah, you'll take 3 points of damage. Now, from looking inside, there is nothing in this one other than a few little spiders that have made a nest in and amongst the cobwebs. But you do see that there is another path leading to the water from here, as well as a cave-in up here. A once wide tunnel looks to be blocked. There's a narrow crack that leads through a musty crawlway, choked with sharp rocks. It would take you a few hours to clear this away, but you could also traverse through that crack. It would be claustrophobic. You'd have to go on your hands and knees, and it would take a roll to not cut yourself on any sharp rocks if you want to go through that cave-in.
Could I go peer through the crack to see if I see anything?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a presence roll. Oh, yes, you see the glint of treasure just beyond there. Something is glowing like gold in there.
And I'm gonna tell everyone, here's where the gold is. Our fortune awaits.
Are you the first to go in towards that gold?
I will be. I'll be really excited to... A gold!
Nice. If you want to go through that crack, you can. It's going to take a roll. This is going to be either agility or presence. You need to beat an 18. First person through has to beat an 18. The next person it's a 16, then a 14, then a 12, then a 10, and so on. So either agility or presence. You need to beat an 18.
Okay. They're the same for me, so...
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh!
you made it. Excellent. So I don't know if you can squeeze through there. If not, I can move your token through
Excuse me.
there if it'll let you past. You needed to beat a 16.
Oh, it's a yeah. Sorry, I accidentally rolled that, but it was a 14. So
Was it 14?
yeah, I believe that was with the plus. Yeah, so that was not enough.
Okay, so then you will take 1d4 damage. And do you have armor? The gentleman has armor. Let me see. Edgar Black does have armor, so you would roll a 1d2 and subtract that much armor. Well, it's going to be at least 1, so you won't take any damage. So yeah. So you don't take any damage from that. Misfit, you get through easily. And let me see. I may need to move people into right there. Let's see if I can move your token into here. Will that go? Let's see.
Where's this gold?
I'm going to, there we go. Paste Misfit in there. I'm going to, Salty Pete, you are going to take some damage. You are going to take 4 points of damage. Does Salty Pete have any armor? And Captain Bog, you'll likewise take damage, unless either of you want to spend Devil's Luck.
I have leather armor.
So roll a, it's a 1d2 to see how much protection you get, or I can roll it for you. So you would take 4, your armor blocks 1, so you'll take 3 points of damage, Salty Pete. And Captain Bog, you spent Devil's Luck, you make it.
Aye, I did indeed.
Let me paste, you guys get through this little wall section here. There. Now are you all able to move in here? Hopefully. But you see, it was not gold, it was mushrooms. There is sunlight streaking in from 200 feet up. Thousands of glowing mushrooms blanket the floor and walls.
Would we know if they're good mushrooms or bad mushrooms?
Ooh, give me a presence test. These are very good mushrooms.
Oh, everyone, these are the best mushrooms around.
In fact, as you're sniffing them, the gentleman, please give me a toughness roll. You really want to pass this. You need to beat a 14. If you spend a Devil's Luck, you can re-roll that.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely spend a Devil's Luck on this one.
Go ahead and re-roll that toughness. There we go. So your spirit is actually going to increase by 1. So I'll take care of that for you. Your spirit goes from +0 to +1. These mushrooms are good for you. Anyone else breathe deep from the mushrooms?
Did anything happen to the gentleman?
It seems like he is emboldened.
Sure, I will.
Give me a
I
toughness roll.
would as well.
Need to beat a 14. That is a no for the both of you. That is a yes for Salty Pete. Salty Pete, your spirit goes up by 1.
Nice.
From +1 to +2. What about Edgar Black? Do you breathe in those mushrooms? The spores?
I think, yeah, he wouldn't really be worried about it. He's just desperately trying to count them all in a hopeless attempt.
Yeah, give me a toughness roll. Do you want to push that by spending a Devil's Luck?
Sure, I've got 2 of them.
So actually, you don't need to re-roll it. It will give you basically a +4. So if you spend that luck, your spirit will go up by 1 as well. Okay. For those that failed, which is Captain Bog and Misfit, did you want to spend a devil's luck to try and re-roll that, or do you take the fail?
I have no more luck.
What about Captain Bog?
Hey, sure, I'll re-roll it.
Nice. Captain Bog, your spirit goes up by 1 as well from a -0 or -1 to a 0. For Misfit, your hit points will be permanently reduced by 4. Not exactly a kind blow, but there it is. Alright, let me grab this. So your max hit points were 19, so now it's 15, and your hit points will drop to 15. Whoa.
Oh, why did you make me eat that?
There we go. Now, for those that are out of Devil's Luck, you can get it back. There is you can rest. So when you rest at least 6 hours, if your luck is all the way depleted, then you roll your designated die and regain that much luck. So you'd have to rest for 6 hours to get that luck back.
We're on a time scale.
Now, Captain Bog, you see that the chamber opens up into a much larger area up ahead here. And there's a side passage. In fact, Captain Bog and Edgar Black, you see something in there. You see a skeleton crowned and resting on a stalagmite throne. It looks to be a lost explorer. His crown is made of fungus.
Does this seem to be some sort of trap?
Make a presence roll. It does not seem to be a trap. You detect no tripwires or pressure plates or anything of the sort, but someone either placed him here or he sat here and died. You cannot tell what. His body is decomposed to the point where you don't see any wounds because his flesh is gone, but you see no broken bones or an arrow sticking in his bones or anything that might indicate that he died that way. But he's been here clearly for quite some time. This is likely not one of Sir Barrington's men.
Well, as the closest to royalty here, I'll take his crown of fungus and put it up on my head.
Nice. It's quite jaunty as you rest it on your head. And, in fact, your spirit, give me a spirit test. Your spirit is going to temporarily go up by 1 for now. All right. Now, this looks like a place where you could rest. These mushrooms seem to be giving off light, and you could probably eat them. The spores seem to be mostly helpful, and although Misfit might not agree with that, clearly whoever this person was, they found quite a good rest in here. If you want to do a 6-hour rest here, you can, but again, you are up against Sir Edmund Barrington.
Well, maybe it'd be to our advantage if he finds the crocodile first. Maybe it'll eat him, and then the crocodile will be tired and lethargic.
Well, there's always that possibility.
I think we're on a time scale. I am feeling that we could move on and get the treasure before anyone.
Good thinking.
You find your way out of the mushroom grove and find yourselves in a sanctum. Human-made steps lead up to a stone platform around a 50-foot shaft. There is a 100-foot painted mural that spans the back wall. The mural seems to depict lore of the cavern. There is a figure. You're not sure who or what it might be. As you look at this figure, you try to determine, but there is definitely an image here. It looks to be a robed figure holding a skull in some sort of cavern. There's a ziggurat pictured in the background. There are youths conversing with ancestors. You also see there is a rope tied to a stake that's been pounded right where Edgar Black is standing, and that rope descends down into the shaft.
Does the rope look strong?
It does. It looks like a stout rope. In fact, it looks like a relatively new rope. This rope has been here a very short time indeed. You can still see scuff marks in the stone and little little fragments of stone that have been kicked out by that spike. This has been hammered and nailed in here within the last probably day, if not few hours.
The master beat us.
Do we? Is there any other exits to this area that we can see?
Yeah, give me a presence roll. No, this looks to be the only way out, unless you go back the way you came. Now there is there's a watery entrance down here. It's likely that just connects back up with the cenote, but there could be an underwater entrance, perhaps.
I'm going to, as I'm feeling full of spirit, I'm going to rally everyone, push forward, and try and descend the rope.
As you shout out, push forward, everyone. Let me have Sir Edgar Black, Edgar Black Senior. Let me have Edgar Black make a presence roll.
Oh dear.
You hear a splashing sound coming from the south.
From the south, behind us.
And then a form begins to slowly lumber out of that little cave that leads down to the cenote. It is a horrifying undead crocodile. And you hear this sound, chon, 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 as he grinds his teeth. And he is rapidly approaching you. Before we say what we're going to do, why don't we take a break here? Take about a 7-8 minute break. When we get back, we'll see if you guys want to fight Chon 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 or try to quickly descend the rope before he gets up to you. He's quite slow. Let's meet back in about 7 or 8 minutes. I will see you all shortly.
the evil goblin. I ignore all the signs of impending danger, because I'm a fighter and not some crappy ranger. 47 hit points and a high dexterity, 17 for strength. Kobolds are afraid of me, crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice, and my fate is unspoken. I locate the lair, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I think that the DM might be out to get me. A hero in armor and truth, bards tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. I win in a battle, you win foes asunder. Deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice, and my fate is unspoken. No. I drink my last potion, I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon tried to seal my awful fate. With a handful of dice, 5 times I roll 20. The dragon goes down, the DM no bloody. I leave with the princess, a satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern, where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice, and my fate is unspoken.
All right, I am back. Roll call if you're here.
Hello?
Hello.
Misfit here.
Let's see, Luke, Craig, Andy. Looks like you're back.
Yep.
And Henrik, are you back? Henrik, are you back? Do we have a Henrik? You unmuted your microphone, but now I don't hear you.
I'm back.
Oh, there you are. Excellent. We are ready to go. Okay, where we left off, we are at the on the edge of a knife. Something is coming at us from the darkness. Let's roll initiative, please.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
All right, Salty, you're going to be up first. Now I don't think you can see the thing. Actually, let me move it so you guys can see it. You see that? Yep, right there. Okay, you can see this thing coming out of the darkness. Salty, there is a rope leading down into the darkness or a creature coming out of the darkness to the south. What does Salty do?
I think I want to go down the rope.
Okay. This will be like before. It's going to be a test to get down that rope, but it's not a difficult test. It is a strength test. Need to beat a 12, or you will fall.
Oh man.
Do you have Devil's Luck?
I do.
You can spend it to make it an auto success.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, I'm going to remove you. Let's see. Well, I don't think I can remove you from here. That's okay. It's going to take you a little bit to get down. Edgar Black, what about you? You see Salty begin to head down the rope.
Yeah, seeing him, however slow he's going, I think he hears this and he's not fond of this creature. He's out of here. Yeah.
So that will be a strength test from you as well. And you'll manage to get down. You are slowed down by Salty, who is going slowly but surely there. Captain Bog. Now there is room for one more on this rope this round.
Well, I think I might take my chances with the rope.
That's a strength test. Do you have a Devil's Luck?
No.
All right. As you fall, I need the two people beneath you on the rope to make another strength test or be dislodged by Captain Bog's body as it plummets down. And you need to beat a 10. Okay. So Edgar Black hugs the rope and Salty says, "Hey!" and sticks his head up and takes a captain right to the face. Do you have any more Devil's Luck, Salty?
No, I don't.
All right. Then both you and the captain will need to make a toughness roll. You need to beat a 12, otherwise you will take 1d6 damage from the rocks at the bottom. Ooh, you will take the maximum for that with a fumble. All right, so Captain Bog, you rolled a natural 1. You will take 6 points of damage. And
I'm dead.
Are you at 0 or negative?
0.
Okay, 0 is not dead. 0 is broken. So there is a when you are broken, there's a table that we roll on. Let me find it. Broken. Lost eye. No problem. Do you already have an eye patch? No, you don't. So you've now lost an eye. Let me grab that here. So you can't act for 3 rounds, and then you become active. You'll have 3 hit points when you get back up on your feet. But you'll have to wear a patch now. And then, Salty, you don't take any damage. You probably land on Captain Bog, and he breaks your fall. In fact, his eye's probably just fine until you hit him, and then it shoves
Oh man.
like one of your knives maybe pokes him in the eye.
Sorry, Captain.
Let's see how long you can't act for. Oh, it's 3 rounds, so it actually already rolled that. So for 3 rounds, you are laying there trying to catch your breath, Captain Bog. Misfit, you can now take the rope. 2 people have left. There's room for 2 people on the rope if you want to.
Thank you, Captain, for making room on the rope. Always thinking of your crew.
Easily managed to climb down. And the gentleman, you're the last one up here before the creature lumbers up the stairs towards you.
And I'm going to wave at goodbye, Sean the Third, and I jump down on the rope.
Nice. Give me a strength roll. Ooh, do you have Devil's Luck to
I do have Devil's Luck.
You can make that an automatic success, or you can fall and take your chances with a toughness roll. But you might also dislodge Misfit and Edgar Black.
I'm going to spend the Devil's Luck and
Perfect.
not knock everyone down.
Just as you climb down, Chon comes up here to the top and opens his mouth, revealing a mouth filled with various treasures he was coming to offer you. But you've already descended down and you missed that. No, he doesn't. He was going to eat you. So just as well. Let me take you to the next map. Now it will take a few rounds for Captain Bog to recover. Give me just a second. And let me get this preloaded as well. Because it is a big map with a lot going on, so it's going to take a second for slower computers to load. Luke.
Every time, yeah.
every time. So I'll get it preloaded, and that will help. Let me drop us down. Oh, and of course, I'll drop us off the map. There we go. Okay, let me activate this. So down at the very bottom of the map, you'll find yourselves in this cavern. It is lit with the eerie glow of millions of floating skulls. Skulls cover the floor, they protrude from the water, several hover around like dragonflies. In the distance, waterfalls land on some ominous black ziggurat. You can see up ahead some figures. It must be Sir Edmund Barrington. It must be Abigail West, Captain Silverkey, and a few others, a few pirates with him as well. Pedro de la Cruz and 2 other various buccaneers. They are up maybe, 80 feet away, heading north towards the ziggurat. What do you do?
Have they noticed that we're down here yet?
Let me give them a test, because we did have people fall. So let me roll a d20, and they need to beat a 12. Yes, they hear this splash as Captain Bog hits the ground with a thud, and they turn around, and you hear Edmund Barrington. He takes a few steps towards you and says, "Ho! This find is ours. You'll not take it for yourselves. I suggest you go back now."
Oh, thank goodness we found you. We bring important news.
What news do you bring?
The Redcoats have found this area and they're on their way. They're right behind us.
Well, that's splendid news, for we have a charter from the Crown to find these things, to bring it back for the king.
Shit.
And the gentleman's going to step forward and he's going to say, Sir Barrington, Did you not notice that all the treasure was really in Chan's mouth?
Ooh, give me a presence, or sorry, a spirit roll. He says, we bypassed that fiend by throwing what baubles we had found in chests in the mudslide room into his mouth to weigh him down. That must have been what you saw. The real treasure surely lies down here at the ziggurat. I suggest you turn back now. Captain Silverkey, have your men ready their arms in case there is a struggle.
There won't be any struggle. Dead men don't struggle.
It is a, I want to call it a Mexican standoff, but this is in the Caribbean. A Caribbean standoff where neither side wants to be the first to take a decisive blow.
I be after the treasure.
The treasure is not yours. I have come and claimed it myself. Ooh, you fire your musket. Who are you shooting at? At Edmund Barrington?
Aye, indeed. I have no mercy for him.
He takes a wound. He's not dead, but that was a serious wound. He is down below his half. He has a flintlock, and he staggers backwards and says, "Ugh! Protect me! As your paymaster, I demand it!" And let's get into some initiative.
You should leave him, and you can team up with us, and we'll find the treasure and split it amongst ourselves. You don't need him any longer.
Let me have everybody roll initiative, and then on your turn, Captain Bog, you can make that plea, heartfelt plea with him if you like.
Nice shot, Captain. It's a lot easier to shoot when you don't have that other eye you have to close.
Yeah, it turns out your other eye was kind of cocked off to the side and it gave you double vision, but now you can actually see quite well. All right, Edgar Black, you are up first.
Oh, I'm glad that worked, because in my mind, Edgar was trying to sneak up and just jump out and jab this Barrington.
Yeah,
so.
go for it.
Right in the way of your gunfire, of course.
Probably there's a cloud of smoke from the musket. You use that as cover. Oh, nice. Roll damage. Now, he does have some armor. Oh, his armor. He has a necklace. And this necklace begins to glow as you strike at him. And it deflects all of your damage. The gentleman, your turn.
Okay, I am going to move up on Sir Edmund Barrington and give him a good stab with my bayonet.
Excellent. And these stalagmites that you see on the map, you could use these as cover. As you see some of these other pirates, they do have flintlocks. Ooh, that is a hit. Roll damage. He will roll his armor. And you do 4 damage. His armor only blocks 1, so he takes 3 points from that. He is... how do you take him out?
I go, "Ha-ha! Take that, you ruffian!" And I stab him through his armor, nicking its heart.
Ooh.
Nice.
He hits the ground and drops. Misfit, you're up next.
Running pell-mell into the fray, swinging his big anchor around. Oh, you son.
Oh, it was on a 15. You've no devil's luck?
Nope.
All right. Abigail West. She steps up with a blade in her hand. And the gentleman, if you would please target Abigail West, and then give me a defend roll. Nice. You managed to dodge that. Captain Silverkey. He is going to go after Edgar Black. And he's got a flintlock. I need you to target Captain Silverkey, and give me a defend roll. As he fires over the body of Edmund Barrington at Edgar Black. Do you... with your agility, you managed to dodge. Nice. Salty, you're up.
Okay.
I'll get Sir Edmund Barrington off the map here. So that is, and that's with your musket. That is a miss, Salty. Captain Bog. And it will take you some rounds to reload that, unless you are. I think it's
What's our movement?
You can move 30 squares, or not 30 squares, 30 feet, 6 squares. Nice. Roll damage. You stab him with your knife. 3 damage. Takes a hit. He's not quite half, but he felt that. Pedro de la Cruz. He is going to run. Alright, this pirate here, with his musket, he is going to go, let's see, I'm going to do 1 is Misfit, 2 is Edgar Black, 3 is Gentleman, and 4 is Salty. He doesn't have a good bead. Well, actually, he's not going to do Salty. He's going to go after one that's not covered. So 1 is Misfit, 2 is Edgar Black, 3 is the Gentleman. So let me have Edgar Black, if you would target that pirate and make a defend roll, please. And you dodge. And the last pirate, let's see, 1 will be Captain Bog, 2 will be Misfit. Misfit, please target him and make a defend roll. Nice. And you dodge his attack. Alright. Let's go to the next round. Edgar Black, you're up.
Alright, well. Chivalry's dead. He's definitely killed women before.
Roll damage against Abigail West.
Oh.
How do you kill her?
She's focused on the gentleman, so Edgar just dives forward and just jabs her through the heart with his rapier.
Nice. And I think you have movement left. If you want
He would
to
just
take
move
it.
up to this one. Yeah.
And then the gentleman's turn.
Okay, I am going to go towards the closest pirate here and target him and give him a poke with my bayonet.
Nice. Oh, more than a poke. Give him a stab. Nice. And Misfit. And you have no Devil's Luck, correct?
No.
Captain Silverkey. With his cutlass, he's going to step up between his 2 pirates. 1 will be Misfit, 2 will be Edgar Black. Misfit, please target him and give me a defend roll. And then Salty, you will be next. Nice. And you defend his attack. Salty.
Okay, sorry, my page just, like, disappeared.
Hit F5. Hit, let's see, I think it's F5. Let me try clicking up there. Can you get it back? Let's see. Okay. Who do you want to target? I can help you with that. You may need to go back to and reload that page. I can do it on my end while you may need to close out your browser and
Alright.
log back in if it's not working.
Well, I'll go for Captain Silverkey.
Are you moving up or are you throwing
Yeah,
your knives?
I'm gonna move up a little bit and
Like
go
all the
in
way?
with the knives.
But you're still going to throw?
Yes.
Okay. I'll target him. And you're using your special knife ability.
Yeah.
So if you hit with the first one, the second one is automatic. Yes, so you'll hit him twice. So the first hit, it hits him, but he blocks it. The second one will be the same. Let me roll this plus 1d2. You do 2, and he blocks 1. So he does take 1 point of damage from your knives. Let me mark that off. Perfect. Captain Bog. Ooh, that went from a 1 to a hit. 2 damage. That pirate still stands, but he is badly wounded. Pedro de la Cruz continues to run up towards the ziggurat. And as he gets up here, a figure emerges from the darkness. This is that same figure you saw on that mural. This cloaked figure. And as he appears, this will take me a moment. Many, many skulls likewise appear. Give me a moment. And Salty, do you have your screen back?
Oh, it's just starting to load.
Okay. And I'm only going to add one of these to the thing, but this will count as all of them. Perfect. And the figure up by Pedro de la Cruz leers at him and says, "Yes, you have come. My spirit skulls will chant and cackle and wail until your spirits feed me. The more, the merrier." Now, the pirate will go. Edgar, please target that pirate. Give me a defend roll. And you defend. The Weaver. He will step up. Target Pedro de la Cruz. Roll a 1d20. That is a hit. Pedro de la Cruz will take 6 points of damage, and Pedro de la Cruz will age 15 years. And you see, he was already somewhat of advanced age, but as he takes the blow from the Weaver and takes the age as well, he staggers and falls dead. This pirate is going to make a morale check. Roll a 2d6, and if he gets his score, so he doesn't surrender, but he says, "We've greater foes here than bickering between the two of us. We'll not make it out alive unless we band together." Edgar Black, it's your turn.
Does the pirate who just tried to kill me seem to be agreeing? How about the captain?
Let me give the captain... If Captain Silverkey passes his morale roll... No, Captain Silverkey stands firm. The other pirate... He stands firm as well. So the one you're fighting, he continues to fight you. And he's letting out curses, talking about your mother and your grandmother, and you hit him. Roll damage, and takes 2. He still stands. The Weaver, I'm sorry, the gentleman. Your turn, not the Weaver. The gentleman.
Okay. Do arcane rituals have a cast distance or anything? I don't think they do.
It depends on what the ritual is. Typically, they don't. Let me look at Mists of Confusion. It does not. So it's just kind of in the battle.
Okay. Could I cast Mist of Confusion?
To try and get those two to stop fighting you?
No, I'm gonna try and get the Weaver on our side.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, do Mists of Confusion. So click on the cast ritual. You make a casting roll. Okay, that is a success. I'll do it for... Tell you what, I'll do the 2 pirates plus I'll do the Weaver. Although I guess I should roll. It's 1d4. What is your spirit is now 2?
Yep.
So 1d4 plus 2. We'll do the Weaver for sure, but we'll see who else we can get. Okay, we get 4. So Captain Silverkey, he continues to stand firm. The pirate next to you, he will also stand firm. The Weaver, let's see, he doesn't have this listed. Give me 1 second. I gotta look this up real quick. Oh, he is angered or alarmed. And then let's do maybe this skull right here that's next to you. It is in... Oh, so that skull actually starts to drift away. Misfit, your turn.
Okay. I will continue to attack. Hey, I finally hit something.
There we go. Roll damage. He's got 1 hit point left. Captain Silverkey.
Of course.
1 is Misfit. 2 is Edgar Black. Actually, he's going to step up. So 1 is Misfit, 2 is Edgar Black, 3 is Salty. Salty. Target him and give me a defend roll. You have your screen back up?
Yeah, it's not loading
Okay.
for some reason. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Maybe close out Chrome and try again. If you have stuff popped out, sometimes that affects it, but I can do it for you while we're here. Let me give you a defend roll. Nice, you defend, you dodge. Alright, now the Spirit Skulls. What these do... These are floating skulls with ghostly bodies. They begin to drift around the room. This is the one that was affected by the gentleman. It continues to drift away, but the others continue to drift in place, and you notice that they are watching everyone intently. Captain Bog. That is a no, unless you have Devil's Luck. This
I
pirate,
do not have any devil's luck left.
1 is Edgar Black, 2 is the Gentleman. Let me have the Gentleman target him and make a defend roll.
All right.
You are hit. Let me roll damage. Nice. So you lose 2 hit points. You're still sitting at 8. But now the Weaver. The Weaver does not leave that platform, but continues to move its arms about as though it is angered and alarmed. It seems to block the steps up the ziggurat. This last pirate, he is going to go after 1 is Captain Bog, 2 is Misfit. Misfit, please make a defend roll. Excellent. Alright, the next round. Edgar Black. Is that working? Let me try getting you out of the game. Now try rejoining the game. Excellent. Edgar Black, how do you take that guy out?
Edgar and the gentleman have thoroughly Julius Caesared this guy, and eventually I think he just can't take it anymore, and he finally goes down.
Nice. The Gentleman, your turn.
All right. I am going to target, move up towards Captain Silverkey here,
Okay.
and attack him.
Nice.
I've had enough of you, ruffian.
Well, he took 1 damage. He still has quite a few hit points, but that hurt. Misfit, you're up.
I will scream, "Why won't you die?" and promptly miss.
That's why. That's exactly
Oh, okay. I see now.
why. Alright, 1 is Misfit, 2 is Salty, 3 is Edgar Black, 4 is the Gentleman. Who does Captain Silverkey attack? He attacks Misfit. Or sorry, not Misfit, Salty. Do you need me to make your defend roll?
Yeah.
Okay. And you manage to defend. Salty, it's your turn.
I will go after Captain Silverkey.
Okay. With your knives?
Yeah, with the knives.
First attack is a miss, so you have to roll for the second one. That is a hit.
Nice.
Takes 1 damage, but his necklace blocks 1 damage. Spirit Skulls do nothing. Captain Bog. Sorry, give me 1 second, please. Okay. That was a hit for 1 damage. And that was to... Oh, how do you take out the pirate? Captain Bog, how do you take him out?
I stab him right through the heart. And he plunges into the water, floating on the top of the water.
Okay, sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get Miss Pick's computer working. Well, you're using the wrong browser. That browser doesn't work with this. Sorry, guys. Sorry, give me 1 more second. Almost have it.
That's fine.
Okay. Excellent. The Weaver goes next. The Weaver takes a few steps towards the edge of the land mass, and let me just measure here. Yes, it can now reach the gentleman. So the gentleman, if you would target the Weaver and then give me a defend roll. Nice. All right, Edgar Black, you're up.
Oh, not quite.
Not quite indeed. The gentleman.
Is there a way I can, like, grapple Captain Silverkey?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a different roll. Give me a strength roll. You still need to beat a 12.
Okay.
Oh, okay. With a natural 20, what do you want to do with Captain Silverkey?
I want to put him behind me as the shield against the Weaver.
Nice.
And be like, Weaver, take him!
You whirl him around. Let me, if I can get on, I'm on the measuring tool, that's why. You spin him around so he's facing the Weaver. Excellent. Misfit, your turn.
I will step up and crush him.
Now you
Unlike
say
the last
crush him,
one.
but are you really?
Yes,
Oh,
crushed.
yes, you are. Roll damage. Your meat shield just got pulped. Oh, he's got 3 hit points left. Yeah, you shatter his arm. Arr! He cries. Your dogs, let me go. I'll flee this place. You can have the treasure for yourself. It is not worth it. And he struggles
You
to
had-
get out of Reginald's grip. The gentleman, give me a strength test to see if he can break free. No, he cannot break free. You still have him if you want him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to him.
Salty, what would you like to do?
I will try throwing my knives at Captain Silverkey.
At Captain Silverkey, you're going to have to move to see him. You could move over to this location.
Sure.
Okay. First attack is a miss, so you'll have to roll the second attack. That is a hit. That will deal damage. It deals 2 and he blocks 1, so he will take 1 damage from that. Sorry, he should be a 1. Excellent. He's got 1 hit point left. The skulls do nothing. Captain Bog.
I will just begin reloading my musket.
The Weaver will send out a blast toward Captain Silverkey. Captain Silverkey is able to defend against it. He moves to the side and the blast goes right up above his head, narrowly missing. This blast extends for roughly 50 feet, a shining pale green light. Alright, Edgar Black, you're up.
Okay, well, I think, all the immediate enemies are finally dead. The bloodlust is over. He looks up and he's like, what the hell is going on here? I guess there's a scary, spooky skeleton thing up above, so head off that way. How does movement work in this system?
So you
I
can
don't
move
actually
30 feet.
Oh, it tells me. Okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
Excellent. The gentleman.
All right, I am going to drag Captain Silverkey up 30 feet
Give me a
to
strength
the very
roll.
front of. Okay.
Yes, you do. Get him up to what?
Gonna go right here
About here.
and put him in front of me.
Perfect. Let me move him up 1. Oh, sorry. Let me move him up 1, and then I'll let you take that spot. There we go. Misfit.
Good idea, Reginald. Give him as a sacrifice.
Captain Silverkey. He's going to make a strength roll. He's going to struggle to try and get free. So, Reginald, this will be a strength test from you. You need to beat a 12 or Captain Silverkey will get free. Ooh, do you have Devil's Luck?
No, I do not.
He breaks free and immediately begins to run towards the ziggurat. And he can get to right there. Salty, You're up.
I'll just follow the rest of the party
Okay.
up with him.
Move up. You can move up 30 feet. Okay. Spirit skulls do nothing. Captain Bog. Full damage. And you're shooting the Weaver?
Captain Silverkey, I targeted,
Captain,
I
Captain
believe.
Silverkey, okay. How do you kill him?
So is he running away from us or
Yes,
towards us?
he's running away from you.
Yes, I think the shot would then go through the back of his skull and just his head explodes as he tries to flee from us.
His body joins that pile of bones at the steps of the ziggurat. As he bleeds there, you see the waterfall begin to change. And it slowly begins to pump blood out of the ziggurat. The Weaver will attack one of you. I'll just do it in line. 1 is Misfit, 2 is the Gentleman, and so on and so forth. This is 4. This is Salty. So Salty, you need to make a defend roll. Are you up yet, or do you need me to do that for you still?
I need you to do it for me.
You got it. You don't want to get hit by this. Did it roll? It did not roll. And you dodge. Edgar Black.
Whoops! I did not mean. I double clicked to open my character sheet, and then I accidentally clicked on agility as I did that.
Sorry,
That was not
go ahead
intentional.
and change what you... Unless that was your attack roll.
I suppose that was my attack roll.
I can
well,
let
that's
that
my
be.
real attack roll.
Yeah, I
no,
can-
that's okay. I did roll the attack, so I'll take that.
Well, I'll tell you what happens. It looks like you hit the Weaver. Your sword stabs right into those robes, but nothing happens. It takes no damage from your blow. And you know that that was a sure hit. Right through the ribs, right into the lungs. But nothing happens. It doesn't even pierce the clothing. The Gentleman.
I'm going to. I have 1 use left, so I'll cast Mists of Confusion again against the. See if I can
Yeah,
change
go for
the
it.
Weaver's attitude.
Ooh, roll
Yup.
the mystical mishaps. Everyone within 1 foot, which is Misfit, you begin to vomit briny water and sea urchins. You will lose 4 hit points. Misfit.
God, what are you doing to?
And Misfit, it's your turn.
I gotta. Okay. Let's see. Do I turn around and hit the gentleman, or nah? I'll step up here and hit the bad guy, or try to.
Do what you feel like. If you want to hit the Gentleman, he did make you throw up a sea urchin. And again, it looks like you clubbed him with your brass anchor, but no damage was done. Salty, what about you?
I'm wondering if maybe fire would work on him since nothing else is seeming to work. So if I like light a torch or something, and move up and try to burn him with it.
Okay, you have a torch lit already, so if I'll have you move up and you can make a roll as you try and strike him with the torch. I'll just do, it'll be like a knife attack roll, but this is with the torch. Okay, you know that's a hit with the torch. You touch him with the torch, and nothing happens. It says he lost a hit point, but nothing happened.
Okay.
It seems impossible to damage this thing. And now, Captain Bog, your turn.
I will begin to load my musket again.
Okay. The Weaver. 1 is Misfit, 2 is Salty, 3 is Edgar Black. Salty, you need to make a defend roll. So far you've done well.
Oh.
You are out of Devil's Luck. You take the hit, Salty. Oh, not bad. So you take 1 damage, but you are going to be aged. 5 years. So you feel your knee, your right knee, begin to creak and groan as arthritis suddenly begins to set in. Edgar Black.
Well, seeing that he can do nothing to this thing, I think he just runs away. Yeah.
Give me
30.
a spirit roll. Okay. If you choose to run, you may definitely run. There's no attacks of opportunity, so he doesn't get a free attack or anything if you run past him or away from him.
Perfect.
The Gentleman, you're up next.
So, can I use my action to do double movement?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I'm going to run past him and try and start up the ziggurat.
Okay. Have you taken any wounds? Yep, you're down a few hit points.
Yep.
Okay, as you reach the ziggurat steps and begin to climb, all of the water in the room begins to turn red as though it were blood. Misfit, your turn.
I'm going to step up here and I'm going to try to hit one of the skulls.
Go for it.
See if that does anything.
Yeah, roll damage.
Damage 6.
As you hit the skull, it instantly disappears, and the Weaver lurches slightly. You see him almost flinch in pain.
Aha!
Salty.
I will also try hitting the skulls then.
There is one. You could reach this one over here. It's near you. Absolutely. And as you hit it, that one disappears, and again the Weaver flinches slightly. The skulls. Is anyone near a skull? No. Captain Bog, you're up. Nice. And that skull vanishes, and again the Weaver flinches as though you had just shot him directly. The Weaver will now make an attack. Let's do 1 is Salty, 2 is the Gentleman, 3 is Misfit, 4 is Edgar Black, and 5 is Captain Bog. 3 is the Misfit, I believe it was. Misfit, please target the Weaver and give me a defend roll. Nice, you defend. And we go back to... I lost one of these guys. There we go. Let me get it back here. We go to the next round. Edgar Black, you're up.
Seeing the water suddenly look quite not so inviting, I'm gonna turn around and run back to the island.
The Gentleman, your turn.
I think I'm going to run further up the ziggurat for my whole action.
Perfect. Misfit.
Step up here and hit this one.
Nice. See, now you can hit stuff.
Yeah.
It vaporizes beneath the blow of your brass anchor. Salty.
I will try going for more skulls, I guess.
Okay, there's one right up here you can go for. Let me move you up. And you can make your attack. That's a miss, but you do get to double attack with your knives. And another miss. You have enough movement left to get out of the water if you want, or you can stay in that water. What do you choose?
I will get out of the water.
Okay. I can move you up to here. Captain Bog. No. The Spirit Skulls. Now that someone is on the ziggurat, they will take action. This one will drift down towards the Misfit. Please defend against that one, Misfit. This one will drift down towards Captain Bog. Please defend against that one, Captain Bog. This one will drift up towards the Gentleman.
No can defend.
Ooh, 2 damage from that. And then the Gentleman, you will defend against 2 of these that come up on the steps there.
Okay.
So then, Captain Bog, you need to defend against one. Let's see. This one comes down towards Salty. The Gentleman defends. Oh no, gets hit. Nice. Well, not nice. He just took damage. Captain Bog, are you...
Did I take that 2 damage twice, or just the one
It should have
time?
just been once. Let me... You were at 3, right? So
Yes.
we should be at 1.
Okay.
There we go. And then, Salty, did you defend against
Oh no. Let me do
uh, the one? You could target any of them as long as there's one next to you.
that. Okay.
And Edgar Black, one is going to drift over towards you. If Edgar would defend against one as well. Nice. Edgar Black is good. And Salty is good.
And one needs to roll damage against me.
Oh, let me go grab that. Right there. Ooh. That one hurt. Okay, the Weaver. Let's see. 1 is Salty, 2 is Misfit, 3 is Captain Bog, 4 is Edgar Black. Edgar Black, please defend against the Weaver. Oh, nice. Well done. And we go to Edgar Black, your turn. The gentleman. Did you want to attack as well, Edgar?
I guess he could hit a skull.
Yeah. That does seem to be doing damage to the Weaver.
I honestly don't know if Edgar would have noticed that, but maybe not.
It didn't matter anyway. The gentleman. You have 2 skulls on
Okay.
you.
I'm going to attack the one that's right below me.
Okay. Nice. Roll damage. Excellent. That one is gone, and the Weaver shudders from that blow.
And I'm going to run up to the top of the ziggurat.
Now, up at the top, you see, up at the apex, there is water that pours through hundreds of bones, including a giant sea turtle skull, into a small temple inside the ziggurat. There's a doorway that leads inside, and extending from the roof is a bone stela the size of a ship's main topsail. The sea turtle skull looks to be a shrine to an ancient monster, one that knew many secrets of the deep. There are countless glyphs etched on the stela, a huge stone marking stone. It's got writing all over it, full of different glyphs. Give me a spirit test. And you are wearing the fungus crown, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, give me a spirit test. Okay. At first glance, you cannot make out what this might say, but it does look to be somewhat ritualistic. This could be some sort of ritual or spell or something.
Okay.
Misfit.
I apologize. I stepped all over his turn. I thought he was done,
Oh,
and
go right ahead.
I did attack.
Oh, you
So,
did.
Yeah, I only did 2 damage.
That's enough. That is enough. Let me clobber that guy. There we go. Excellent. Salty. Ooh, that is a hit, Salty. You can actually take another action with a knife, and it will automatically hit. Do you want to attack the one that's right next to you?
Yeah.
Okay, that one is auto hit. He's gone. Captain Bog. That is a miss. The spirit skulls begin to move. So I will need one defend roll from each of you, even though there's many skulls gathering about, including up at the top. The gentleman is beset with a skull as well. Ooh, did everyone dodge? So far, so good.
I need a target. So just the one that's closest to
Yeah,
me?
you can target any of them. Nice. Oh, Captain Bog. You drop to 0, Captain Bog. You're not dead. It's broken again.
Yes, I'm at 0.
0's good. Negative is dead. Let's roll on the broken table. See what we get. Another lost eye. Okay. Captain Bog, you are blind. That's awful.
You'll never find the treasure that way.
I can re-roll that if you like. Or you can be blind. Do you have a preference?
Well, I mean, I think he's retired after this adventure, so blind is fine.
There are probably relics that would let you see. Let's go to the Weaver. The Weaver. 1 is Misfit, 1 is Salty, 2 is Misfit, 3 is Edgar Black. Misfit, please defend against the Weaver.
Oy.
Ooh.
Oy.
All right. You take.
I am.
It's not
dead.
8 damage, so you take 7 damage. I think it gave you all that damage. You should be at 2 hit points.
Okay.
But then you age 40 years. So yeah, you
my
are now
back.
old. In fact, I'm going to decrease your strength. It's going to be at a -1. And your agility is going to be at a +1. But your spirit is going to go up as you get older and wiser. Edgar Black.
He'll just keep moving up the stairs, I suppose.
Okay. The Gentleman. And you can double move if you're just moving and not taking an action.
Yeah, he probably would.
All right. Can I attempt to do something with these glyphs again?
Yeah, give me another spirit test. Need to beat a 10. Oh, there you go. As you begin to read on here, it is some sort of spell. It's something, a summoning sort of ritual, and you can read these glyphs. And as you trace your finger over them, you see all of the spirit skulls begin to glow with a darker light. The spirit skulls begin to fade and slowly wink out of existence. Let me get them. Make sure I get them all. And as they fade, every single one, you see the Weaver getting weaker and weaker until the last one. Where is it? I'm missing one. Oh, right there. Until the last one is gone, and then the Weaver himself collapses and expires. And as this happens, the ziggurat, more blood pumps out so that all of the water is red, and then it refreshes clean and pure, as though expunged of all of that filth that was in there. You have taken the ziggurat. There is a door to a temple that leads down. Do you take that door?
Yes, and I yell out to everyone, to treasure!
Now, there is no map for this, so we'll just kind of describe it. There's a chamber, water flowing down into a corridor. It drops into a column-lined chamber. There's a large stone dais that is raised up from pooled water, and a flooded hallway that leads to a smaller room. The water is composed of the tears of an entire civilization. It glows pale blue in the darkness. The dais is engraved with skulls and glyphs, and as you read it, a melody begins to play in your mind, played through a flute. There are water spirits in here, the manifested souls of the king and queen that built this place. They were accustomed to youths visiting and conversing with them, but they have not seen any in ages. They are cordial and eager to hear of your stories. And as you tell them of your stories, they tell you that you have come deserving of goodness, but you must tell them a tale that will delight them even in death. And they look eagerly at the gentleman.
Okay, I am going to spin them a yarn of a young man who was once a farmer but dreamed of so much more, to become royalty. But it was almost impossible for a young farmer to do. So he left his home, despite many misgivings from his family, and joined to a life at the sea. And therefore he went forward to dreams of great riches and acquired them.
And did you acquire them in a temple such as this? They ask. Or, excuse me, did this person in the story? And they give you a little wink.
He acquired them through great fortune and kindness.
And what was that kindness?
Kindness was a mercy and a giving for telling a great tale.
They look at one another eagerly, and then you see the king look at the crown upon your head. Are you royalty?
I am now.
Then you are welcome here. And then the king looks over at Salty. Sir, have you a tale to tell of bravery and courage?
Well, sure, I have a tale, and he will tell them about this monstrous crocodile being that happened upon this group of travelers, and they fought a hardy battle, and eventually the crocodile was vanquished by this epic party of sailors, and they had a great fortune of treasure and gold and silver for slaying this beast.
And they nod and look at one another. And what of you, sir? Old man, tell me a story as well. And they look at Misfit. When they say old man, you probably turn and look like, who, me? But yes, they're talking to Misfit.
I will tell him the tale of escaping from a lover who came at him with a frying pan, and he barely escaped with his life. But he persisted and was able to get away.
Very fascinating. And then they turn and look at Captain Bog. Sir, over here, they snap their fingers as you look around, your eyes milky white. Tell us a tale as well, sir.
I have a tale of a time that I and Salty, my first mate, sunk a ship of the line, a great ship with only my dinghy. It was a great battle, lasted many hours, and in the end we emerged victorious.
Did you have a cannon upon this dinghy?
Well, I believe we did. It was a long time ago and hard for me to remember.
But how will you fight again if you cannot see?
Well, I figure that, like my little friend here, Bartholomew, I shall learn to echolocate, and I will no longer need these eyes.
Ah. And then they turned to Edgar Black. Sir, what of you? Have you a tale for us as well, of heroism?
Of heroism. No.
Well, how about a tale nonetheless?
Well, I could tell you a tale of lovers too. They were lovers of mine, but, well, as it were, I made one slip up too many, and they found out about each other. But, well, they're both dead now, so I'm free and I'm on the seas.
You have enchanted us with all of your tales. Let us repay you for that kindness. To you, Reginald, the gentleman, you spoke of great treasure. We have no need of these, and they wave their hand over the floor, and you see hundreds of carved gemstones begin to sparkle, worth at least 1,000 silver. And of you, and they look at Salty, and they say, of you, of your tale, this crocodilian beast, he is no more. Fear not for that. And of you, and they look at Misfit, we've something special for you, and they present you with a cast iron frying pan, a skillet of perfect seasoning. Do not use soap in this, just water or salt to clean it out. But this, no food will ever stick in this. And they hand you that pan. To Edgar Black, they look at you and say, we've something for you as well. And they hold their hands together and they open it up, and there is a faint red glow. And they step forward and press that glow against your chest, and you feel your heart begin to be filled with courage, and your spirit will go up to +3. And for you, Captain, to echolocate, well, all you need to do is one of two things. You may whistle, or you may simply make a high-pitched shriek, and it will be as though your eyes can see. Go on, try it.
I will give it a try.
I don't hear the high-pitched shriek. Are you doing it?
No, it's too high-pitched for mere human ears. You could not hear it.
But can you see?
Oh, certainly, I see the world as Bartholomew does.
Excellent. So you now have bat vision. As long as you have Bartholomew with you, you can communicate with him and essentially echolocate your way. So sneaking is going to be hard, but you can make these high-pitched chirps and whistles to echolocate your way. So it's as though you have vision again.
In fact, I don't need one of these eyes. I'll take a swig of rum, and Misfit, come here and pop one of them out. I'll grin and bear it, and then I'll let Bartholomew cuddle up in that little empty eye socket. He can live in there.
Nice. It's nighttime and you can close your eyelids so you can sleep. Let's all level up. What you can do is on your character sheet, you can go to, it says gain experience. Click on that, it will do all the rolls. In Pirate Borg, every time you level up, you get a chance to improve all of your skills or all of your attributes. They'll either go up or down depending on what you roll. You can also gain a class feature. I think you have to drag it onto your character sheet. I'm not positive. If it doesn't show up underneath your features, just drag that over to your character sheet, and then you should have that. And then we've got 1,000 silver. That was gifted to Reginald. You can keep that, or you can divvy it up. It is up to you.
I'll treat everyone to a great
Steak dinner.
post adventure sessions of carousing.
Nice. as we head out carousing, in fact, there is a section in the book for carousing. I think it's in the very front cover. So there, let's see. You roll 4d20, and you're hung over for the lowest number in hours. And then you add them together, and that's how much you spent or lost in silver. And if it's above 50, it's how much you won or stole in silver. So if the gentleman wants to roll 4d20, you can either, there's the dice tray at the bottom where it says enter message, click on the 20-sided die 4 times, and then roll, yeah. So you're hung over for the lowest one, which is only 2 hours. That's no big deal. And we got a total of 27, so we lost only 27 silver in our gambling, but we got drunk and had a wonderful time doing it. Did everyone get their level ups correct? You can also do a full rest and get your hit points back up to max, and you can re-roll your devil's luck as well. Excellent.
So how much silver was that a piece?
Well, he didn't give us any. He just treated us
okay.
to some carousing. So it only cost him 27 silver. But we did get all the other silver from before that we split up. It was like 150, I think, give or take. Could probably round it to about 150. Anyone have any questions on leveling up? Did that work for everyone? Does anyone need any assistance?
Yep. Nope.
Alright, I will save your characters. You should have new class features. I'm looking at Salties. You've got, Shakespeare of Insults. You add +1 to all your damage rolls. That's awesome. Very cool. Let's go ahead and, oh yeah, go ahead.
It looks like I rolled the class feature I already had.
So it might do something different. Let me see. It's Dazzling Acrobatics, and you're a Swashbuckler. Let me see if it does something, because some of them stack. So let me look up Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler, Dazzling Acrobatics. Oh yeah, you re-roll if it's already been taken. So let me re-roll a class feature for Swashbuckler. Let's see, Swashbuckler. No, of course they don't have one. Tell you what, roll a 6-sided die. 6 is. Do you have calculating cutthroat?
I do not.
You have that now. Let me grab that. And let me delete one of the... Oh, you already got the Dazzling Acrobatics off. There. Now you have calculating cutthroat. Did anybody else have a duplicate that needs to be corrected?
No,
Nope.
mine does the same thing, but it's a different ability, so it technically isn't a duplicate.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Yeah, and after the carousing, I'm going to split up the treasure.
Knight, how do you divvy it up?
How many of us are there? 5?
Yes.
Let's just do 200 apiece.
Nice. So everyone wants to add 200 onto their sheets. Perfect. Any questions before we sign off? This was a lot of fun. I love the map on this. I think the map is fantastic.
Yeah.
Really adds a lot. It's got even the cool macro that changes the water into blood and things like that. This is a little side map here that can be used as well. Let me take us back to the... So you can kind of see... Can you guys see this map? Or is it visible? Or is it dark?
No.
Okay.
It's dark.
Let me, just to show you, let me give you visibility on here, so you can kind of see where we went. Now, can you guys see it?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. So we started at the left-hand side, went down. We could have taken the cenote all the way to bypass the land and come up and fought Chon Chon Chon, but now Chon 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 is dead. But we took the land path past the mudslide, through the cave-in, through the mushrooms, and then up to the sanctum, which is over here, and then down into the cavern, and there you can see the ziggurat. And then you can sort of see that room below the ziggurat where we met the king and queen, the two water spirits, down there. So awesome, fun stuff. And let's go ahead and get this. I'll get us back to here. Back to the landing page. Any questions about the scenario before we sign off? Awesome. I had a blast. What did you all think about the adventure? You've done Buried in the Bahamas and now Cavern of Cursed Tears. What did you think of it as a Pirate Borg adventure?
It was awesome.
It was fun. I really liked this one. I like the kind of the trick of the Weaver is he can't take damage, but you have to kill the skulls. I think that's kind of cool, and I like how he ages you. And it sucks that you don't know you're getting a wish at the end, but Misfit, you got that lovely frying pan that nothing will stick to, and for some people that's worth more than anything. So awesome. Well, let's go ahead and sign off. I will save these characters. We can run with them again, and or if you want to retire them and grab a new pirate, we can do that as well. I look forward to doing a little bit more Pirate Borg during the year. I'll probably run a couple more one-shots, and you can continue on with these fellows until they fall. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks so much for playing. Bye-bye.